J6 hostages.
Kind of different than these hostages, but yeah.
Office and we'll be signing pardons for a lot of people. And thank you to Steve Witkoff. He's a great guy. He's a friend of mine. He's been a very successful man. He's a great negotiator. He's a wonderful guy. People love him. And he's got a tremendous power of persuasion. And that's what we need. We don't need stiffs.
We don't need stiffs.
Just had a load of them. And to the former hostages with us today, welcome. Welcome home. Some of the folks that are former hostages got not a good situation. The 3 young ladies that
The one behind him is
came
the
home
hostage.
Right.
yesterday, so that we're coming home every day.
Is that Noah?
That's not.
That's Noah.
They were hurt.
You're right.
They were hurt. One had her head blown off, fingers on her hand, and her hand indeed was blown off. She was trying to defend herself from a bullet being fired. Can you believe this? A bullet
Man.
knocked off her hand. You look at it as a disgrace. We never stop praying for you, and we're so glad that you're reunited with your friends and families, and God bless you all. And some of them are just saying, no, my son is gone, but please just bring home his body.
Amen. Right, right.
You told me that your son is gone, bring home his body. Should have never happened.
Amen.
3 years, ridiculous. Should have never happened.
Ridiculous.
Wouldn't have happened.
Release
I
them.
also want to express my tremendous gratitude to the hundreds of thousands of proud American patriots who came from all across the country to join us in this celebration. And you're witnessing the dawn of the golden age of America. That's what Let us also thank the incredible service members, National Guardsmen, police, Secret Service, and law enforcement personnel for keeping us all safe. Even though they are great people. New York Smileys. I grew up with New York Smileys. We got to give them their authority back. You won't have any crime. There'll be no crime. Give them little authority back. The whole way they run things in this country now, it's disgraceful. But it's going to change rapidly. We're going to make our city safe again, too. Even though we're indoors, we've had a magnificent inaugural parade. And let's give a big round of applause. That was great. All of the incredible performers and hardworking men and women who made it possible. I also want to thank my wonderful family for being here, especially my beautiful wife, our First Lady, Melania. First Lady, and also JD. How good is JD? JD. And his beautiful wife, Lucia. How good is JD? JD has been great.
There's the shot. There we go.
He's another good negotiator, Steve. He's a great negotiator. We need negotiators in this country. But so many of the people on this stage, we had not only family members, as an example, Laura, Trump, the wife of Eric. She was the head of the Republican Party along with my friend Michael. Stand up, the two of you. What a job. They worked so hard. They did the rigging, but they said we're going to make it too big to rig, and we did. We made it too big to rig. We won every swing state by a lot. We won the popular vote by millions and millions of votes. We won the whole ball of wax. Now we're going to go and drill, baby, drill, and do all the things that we wanted to do. And country safe.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Michael. Thank you very much. What a job you've done. I'm never moving here, you know. I was thinking about getting a nice job in the administration. I said, no, I'm leaving you right where you are. You're not great. We're not moving you, Michael. So, anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Right here with us also in the arena, I'm about to sign some very important executive orders.
Woo! Yes, sir.
As you should.
Hey, Don, will you stand up for this? Don is another one. How about Don? He's a popular one. He goes out and speaks against that big crowd. He's a little on the rough side sometimes. That's what you want. He's done fantastic stuff. He loves our country. Thanks, man. Great job.
Man, look how
And Ivanka.
composed and classy Noah is. I do love the green on her.
Yes.
It's a good look.
And you know, Jared negotiated the Abraham Accords, which is the biggest deal made in the Middle East in many, many years. And it's really something. Jared said, the Abraham. And Tiffany is going to have a little baby.
Hey, congrats!
And then I have a very tall son named Barron. Is that
Is he skipping Eric? Aaron! The once and future king. I like my suitcase.
Totally a video I would do.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, the crowd loves Baron.
We do the youth vote. You know, we won the youth vote by 36 points.
No, he lost it by 16. He improved from his last
We
vote.
did
He
a
didn't
lot.
win the youth vote.
And he respects them all. He understood them very well. And he said, Derek, you got to go out, do Joe Rogan, do all these guys.
He was right. He was right.
They were all great, right? They were all great. Another famous one. How about Ty? Stand up, Ty.
Guy. Woo! So classy.
Is that Byron Donalds back there? Stand up, Byron. What a future this one has. What a future. Great, Byron. Thank you very much. How about Lutnick, Secretary of Commerce? He's going to take in more money than any country has ever even thought about. He's going to take in some money. Now, we have many others that I'm not going to go through, but we're going to sign some orders right now. I don't know. We're going to sign executive orders. First, I'll revoke nearly 80 destructive and radical executive actions of the previous administration. One of the
Thank
worst
you.
administrations in history. Maybe the one, not one of the worst. Anybody that would allow millions of people to pour through our borders from jails, prisons, mental
Woodrow
institutions,
Wilson.
insane asylums,
James Buchanan.
gang members to be taken off the streets of Venezuela and deposited in our country, and many, not just Venezuela. You know, crime in Venezuela is down 74%.
No, it's not.
Because they took their criminals and gave them to us through an open border policy of the previous administration. All over the world, they're emptying their prisons into our country. They're emptying their mental institutions into our country. It stops as of 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Woo! Look at that.
Revoking nearly 80 destructive radical executive
Actually,
actions
that.
previously
I know.
sustained, they'll all be null and void within about, what, 5 minutes? Is that them over there? 5 minutes? And next to gain immediate control of the vast federal out-of-control bureaucracy. I will implement an immediate regulation freeze which will stop Biden bureaucrats from continuing to regulate. Most of those bureaucrats are being fired. They got
Woo!
Should be all of them.
I gotta go.
I'll also issue a temporary hiring freeze to ensure that we're only hiring competent people who are faithful to the American public. And we will pause the hiring of any new IRS agents. We will also require that federal workers must return to the office in person.
All right, in person, I can sell them more catering.
80,000 people that they hired to go after you with guns, by the way, they're allowed to use guns, and harass you like they were so many other people. Remember this. Okay, remember? Do you remember the other statement about tips? Does anybody remember?
Yes, no tax on tips.
Yeah, I got it.
Please make it a reality.
But they went out and harassed you over tips. In other words,
They turn it around.
we are restoring control of our government and the people. We're going to take
Someone
those
got stabbed.
88,000.
It's like
Let's see if they like to work on the
I
border.
heard about that.
That's what we want.
Woo!
So we're going to have no tax on tips, right?
Woo! Let's make it happen. Gotta get Congress on board.
Yeah, like the Speaker of the House isn't here. He's done such a good job. Is Mike here? Around here someplace? I saw him just a little while ago. Hello, fellas. Look at you guys. Yeah, I know. It's great. He's doing great. They're all doing good. The Republican Party has never been unified like it is right now. They want to save our country. We're going to more than save it. We're going to make it greater than it's ever been before by a lot.
Golden age.
Next, I'm going to sign a presidential memorandum directing every member of my cabinet to marshal every power at their disposal to defeat inflation and rapidly bring down the cost of daily life. Because your costs have gone through the roof in the last 4 years. Perhaps you didn't notice. Does anyone notice that costs are like double, triple, quadruple? You can't buy bacon. Apples have doubled in price of what an apple is. You pay twice what you did 2 years ago. We'll
Fight
put
inflation.
more money in your
All the
pocket.
security guards under there.
And we'll bring back the
Yeah,
American
right.
dream to reduce energy costs and liberate our economy. So we have more oil and gas than any country in the world, and we're going to use it. We're not going to do the wind thing. They windmills, they ruin your neighborhood, they ruin you. You have a house that's near a windmill, guess what? Your house is worth less than half. And you see up in New England with the whales, you see what's happening? So they had 2 whales killed in about 14 years. Last year and the year before, total they had 28. So if you're into whales, you don't want windmills. And then the most expensive form of energy that you can have by far. You're all made in China, by the way. And they kill your birds and they ruin your beautiful landscapes. But other than that, I think they're quite good, right? Now, remember when we used to joke and kid, when we were kidding, we don't kid anymore. They want to watch the debates on television, they want to watch your favorite president on television. But the wind isn't blowing, so we can't watch television that night, Gladys. Gladys, I'm sorry, the wind is just not blowing. We're not watching Trump tonight. But I'm immediately withdrawing from the unfair one-sided Paris climate accord recall. The United States will not sabotage our own interests from China influence with impunity. You know, China, look, they use a lot of dirty energy. but they produce a lot of energy. And when that stuff goes up in the air, you know, it doesn't stay there. It's not like you got a wall, we have walls somewhere. Not like you have a wall around and it floats into the United States of America after 3.5 to 5.5 days. It floats across the oceans and it comes right over your neighborhood and it falls into your neighborhood. So they all say, we have to fight for cleaner air, but yeah, the dirty air is dropping all over us, so what the hell are they talking about? Unless everybody does it. It just doesn't work. You know, we have the cleanest air and the cleanest water that this country's never had under the Trump administration. And we didn't do anything to stop jobs and stop production, believe me.
Yep.
You see a lot of companies come pouring back because tariffs. They always say tariffs is the most beautiful word to me in the dictionary.
No
was
tariffs.
reprimanded by the fake news. They said, what about love, religion, and God? I said, I agree. Let's put God number 1. Let's put religion number 2.
He's funny.
Love, I don't know. We're going to put that number 3, I guess, right? And then it's tariff. Because tariffs are going to make us rich as hell. It's going to bring
No,
our
it's
country.
not. No, it's not.
Businesses back and left us. And I'll also sign an executive order to immediately end federal government censorship of the American people in America. We believe in free speech. And we're bringing it back starting today to stop the weaponization. Oh, do I know about that? These creeps. Deranged Jackson. Deranged, he's a deranged prosecutor. Sick. They suck him under. He's now been reduced to getting on an airplane, going back to The Hague or wherever the hell he came from. Hey, was he one of the many people that got a pardon today? Did they pardon Jack Smith?
No.
You know, did you know that Biden, while I was making my speech, pardoned his whole family?
Yep. Boo! Corrupt.
The brother, the whole deal was pardoned. Can you imagine that? While I was making my speech. Did everybody hear my speech?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing wrong with it is I had a lot of tough things to say, and some great people who work for me. Sir, this is such a great speech. It's so unified. Don't talk about Biden with his partners and his family. You want a unified country. They said, don't talk about the J6 hostages that you're going to be releasing today.
Wow.
Sir, don't put that in your speech, please. He said, but I didn't really, I want to put it in my speech. I said, sir,
Sir.
it won't be unified like it is. It's so beautiful. And it is getting great reviews. You know, I put things like that in and get terrible reviews. One little paragraph that's a little bit wrong, the fake news goes crazy. So, I said, all right, I won't put it in my speech, but you know what? I'm speaking in front of a hell of a lot of people at a place called Capital One Arena, and I'll talk about it. So we're going to be going over the beautiful Oval Office, one of the great offices in history. Beautiful isn't beautiful, it's the Oval Office, but it is beautiful. And we love the Oval Office. It all starts with the wars start and end there. Everything starts and ends at the Oval Office. We love it.
We love it.
But we're going to go to the Oval Office on this side. We're going to release our great hostages that didn't do, for the most part, they didn't do stuff wrong. You take a look at what went on, and look what happens in other parts of the country. In Portland, where they kill people, they destroy the city, nothing happens to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In Seattle, where they took over a big chunk of the city, nothing
Two wrongs don't make a right,
so they burned down the city. Nothing happened. Essentially, nothing happened. All they want to do is go after the J6 hostages. A 76-year-old grandmother was arrested the other day. She was looking, I think because she was looking at the Capitol or something like that. No, we're not going to put up with that crap anymore. And to stop the weaponization of law enforcement, I've been investigated more than any human being in the world. I believe I have the all-time record. Every day a subpoena. Every single day we get subpoenas. I was more than any person. Alphonse Capone, remember I used to talk about him?
Scarface.
Alphonse Capone, Scarface, he was a pretty rough guy. He was investigated about 1/100th when Trump was in my office looking down at me, my mother. How the hell did this happen? You know what it is? They investigated their political opponent.
Yep.
The opponent of Biden, and then ultimately Kamala. Has anyone ever heard of Kamala?
No such thing.
We had to beat two opponents. You know, we had to beat Biden, then we beat him. Now he goes to the top, that was like 39 points down. I think I'm going to beat Trump. You should have left me, you know.
Yes.
His debate performance wasn't the best, right? That's what goes. And then that changed, and it's like you get into a fight. The great Dana White spoke last night. We love Dana White, right? UFC. That's like, he puts in two fighters, one of them's getting creamed, getting really beaten, and they say, all right, take him out, let's put somebody else in to finish him. Like, that's what they did to us. They gave us somebody new, but we took care of both of them. So we beat actually two opponents. But to stop the weaponization of law enforcement and our government, I will also sign an order directing every federal agency to preserve all records pertaining to political persecutions under the last administration of which there were many, and beginning the process of exposing any and all abuses of power, even though he's pardoned many of these. Even whenever he's pardoned. You know why he did it while I was speaking? Because that way I couldn't speak about it. I was speaking. I didn't know he did it. I finished my speech, and they said, sir, he pardoned his whole family. I said, ooh, can we go back out there and talk about it? Somehow that would be very delicate. Our first lady would say, please don't do that. We have plenty of time to talk about it, and we will. We're doing all of this on our very first day in office. You know, don't forget, we've been in this position really where we won the primaries in record time. The fastest win of a primary ever in political history, which is a very nice thing. It's nice to know. Well, the second election was rigged, so we knew we were doing well. And if it wasn't, you know what? If it wasn't, I would have never run. But this third one was just a monster. We always had a big one, huh?
Yeah.
That was On the second one, we got like 10 or 12 million votes more than the first one. How about that? We did great in the first one. We did much better on the second one. But man, did we do well on the third one. So we're gonna have some fun. Very simple. We're gonna make our country great. We're gonna make our country great again. We're gonna make America great again. How good a name is Magadon, right? I was going to say keep America great, but unfortunately it wasn't great. Didn't say keep it great. It will be great again, but CAG, keep America great, CAG. I don't think it's ever going to replace MAGA. Does anybody like CAG? I don't think so. Never replacing MAGA. Nothing will ever replace MAGA.
He's a salesman. He knows how to brand.
The most successful political operation, political movement in the history of our country, maybe in the history of the world. Let's see what happens. Because we did not finish yet.
Look at that hat.
We're not finished yet. We got a long way to go. Well, we're doing this in the very first day in office, and in just a few moments, I'm not only signing the release of the J6 hostages, I'm signing other things that you'll, oh, you're going to be happy reading newspapers tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. So I just want to thank, I mean, look at this place, it's full to the rafters, you don't have any. You don't have any empty seats. And by the way, the And I just want to thank Ted and everybody. You guys have been fantastic. And the ice hockey team's doing great.
Yeah, Capitals.
That's pretty good, right? They're doing great. So I want to thank them, Capital One, arena owners. They've been absolutely fantastic. And thank you once again to everyone. And I can only tell you, you'll be very happy. You're going to watch a lot of good things happen. We're going to stop some wars that are happening and going on. Some stupid things that are happening. The war with Ukraine would have never happened, and it has. As you know, Israel would have never been hit on October 7th.
Yes.
None of you would be up here. None of you would even know anything about this tragedy that you're going through right now. But Iran was broke. Anybody that bought oil from Iran, they couldn't do any business with us. You're not going to do business with America. China passed, everybody passed, they were broke. They didn't have money for Hamas, they didn't have money for Hezbollah. And your sons would be alive, and they certainly wouldn't be incarcerated like they are. It's a shame, but we're getting a lot of people out in a short period of time. So I'm going to go right over to here, and I'm going to sign in front of you. Is that okay?
He's so respectful today. He's hard to watch. Please sign right here. All sales are final.
How many does he have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think.
Sure. The first item that President Trump is signing is the rescission of 78 Biden-era executive actions, executive orders, presidential memoranda.
Woo! Bye! Now he's going to pick it up and show it to us. Every time.
The second item, President Trump is a regulatory freeze, as he announced in his speech, preventing bureaucrats from issuing any more regulations until we have full control of this government.
Let's go. Reduce the scope and size of government. Actually do it.
The next item is a freeze on all federal hiring, except for the military and a number of other excluded categories. Again, until full control of the government is achieved.
Freeze on all hiring for the feds.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
Sir, the next item, as you announced in your speech, is a requirement that federal workers return to full-time in-person.
Yes! Back to work. No more hybrid. Sorry.
Okay.
I can sell everyone catering now.
Actually, that's
Exactly.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a directive to every department and agency in the federal government to address the cost of living crisis that has cost Americans so dearly. The next item here is the withdrawal from the Paris Climate Treaty.
When he changed his mind.
JD's right behind.
We're going to save over $1 trillion by withdrawing from the treaty.
No scam.
And the next item serves a letter that will be transmitted to the United Nations explaining that we are withdrawing from the Paris Climate Treaty.
Whoa, let's go. Two more?
Thank you, sir. This next item is a directive to the federal government ordering the restoration of freedom of speech and preventing government censorship of free speech.
First Amendment.
And lastly, sir, before we go back to the Oval Office to sign a large number of other items, is a directive to the federal government ending the weaponization of government against the political adversaries of the previous administration as we see. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Like anything else, it's like,
Oh, wow.
it's like what they do in the sports games. Me too. Oh gosh.
Oh. You throwing the pens into the crowd?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. USA, USA, USA. That should do it. What a day, dude. What a
We
day.
made it.
We made
We
it.
made it.
Wow.
We made it.
13 hours almost.
Literally 13 hours.
Almost 7 p.m.
Like 3 hours into the stand, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't feel my feet.
Right?
I can't jump out now.
That was bad. That was bad.
I was like,
was
like
really
1
bad.
hour in, I'm like, I can't feel anything like my whole
Yeah. I'm so glad we were indoors today.
Oh my god, me too. Oh my gosh. It was so worth it to get that 2 hours sleep and like 4 hours of the day.
Exactly.
Unless you know what I mean? The next 4 years, maybe we'll do it again.
Once again.
Not this historic. This is historic.
Is it still there?
No, he just left.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Send it to me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, do you mind taking this?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you want me in?